Have you ever wondered what life was like before cities, cars, or even houses? Let's travel back in time, way back to the dawn of humanity, to a world ruled by nature. Welcome to prehistoric times. Picture this: no bustling streets, no glowing screens, just endless landscapes of forests, plains, and mountains. This was the world our earliest ancestors called home. They didn't live in fancy apartments or cozy suburban houses. Instead, they found shelter in natural spaces like deep caves that protected them from harsh weather and predators. Sometimes they built simple shelters from branches, leaves, and animal hides. These weren't just places to sleep, they were the heart of family life, centers of community. One of the greatest discoveries in human history was fire. Can you imagine the moment a person first learned to control it? Suddenly, the dark, cold nights weren't so scary. Fire provided warmth against the biting cold, a light to see in the darkness, and a way to cook food. Cooking made meat and plants easier to digest and safer to eat, unlocking more nutrients. The flickering flames of a campfire also kept dangerous animals at bay. Fire wasn't just a tool, it was a revolution that changed everything. So, what did prehistoric people do all day? Their lives revolved around survival, and that meant finding food. Every single day was a mission. The men often formed hunting parties, using teamwork and clever strategies to track and hunt large animals like mammoths, bison, and deer. They crafted tools from stone, bone, and wood-sharp spears for hunting, and flint knives for cutting. A successful hunt meant food for the entire group, hides for clothing and shelter, and bones for making more tools. It was a high-risk, high-reward endeavor that required immense skill, courage, and cooperation. Meanwhile, the women and children played an equally vital role. They were the gatherers. They scoured the landscape for edible plants, fruits, nuts, seeds, and berries. They had an incredible knowledge of botany, knowing which plants were safe to eat and which were poisonous. This gathering provided a more reliable and consistent food source than hunting. Together, the hunters and gatherers ensured the group had a balanced diet and enough food to survive. Life was a team sport, and everyone had a crucial part to play. Life was undoubtedly hard. Dangers were everywhere. A simple injury could be fatal, and food was never guaranteed. But this constant struggle forged incredibly strong bonds within the community. People had to rely on each other completely. They worked together, shared everything, and protected one another. This deep sense of community was their greatest strength. As the sun set and the day's work was done, families and friends would gather around the crackling campfire. This was their evening entertainment, their social media, their classroom. Here, they would share the food from the day's hunt and gathering. Elders would pass down knowledge to the younger generation, teaching them how to make tools, where to find water, and how to read the signs of nature. They would tell stories of great hunts, of ancestors, and of the spirits they believed inhabited the world around them. These moments of connection around the fire were essential for building culture, passing on traditions, and strengthening their social fabric. Our prehistoric ancestors were true survivors. They didn't have the technology we have today, but they had something just as powerful: resilience, ingenuity, and a deep connection to nature and each other. They learned to adapt to a changing world, to innovate with the materials they had, and to work together to overcome incredible challenges. Their ability to cooperate and share knowledge is the very foundation upon which all of human civilization is built. The next time you turn on a light or cook a meal, take a moment to remember these ancient pioneers. Their strength and spirit live on in all of us. Thanks for joining me on this journey back in time. If you found this glimpse into the prehistoric world fascinating, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more adventures into our shared past. See you next time.